artist manager, you're a producer, and you've been out there in the scene. You have you're managing 4 artists.
Yeah,
right
4
now,
at the moment.
So how do you see your role in influencing the music industry in Barbados?
I want to help build great artists, right? I'm not setting out specifically to change the music industry in Barbados. I want to build great artists and have them do that. Because I believe that the more organic way of doing this, the more sustainable it is. So I see myself as playing a role in developing great artists who will eventually help to change the narrative in Barbados where I'm at.
So what makes a great artist for you?
That is another really good question, Josué. I appreciate that. For me personally, a great artist is one who can express themselves as authentically as possible. Some people have asked, well, the type of artists that I've signed so far are so varied. I have one who's into soul, jazz, R&B, and the kind of content that she creates is softer. Then I have another artist who's from the streets, very hood, very gritty, very rough, very aggressive kind of music. And people say, wait, how does this make sense? And it comes down to that principle. If you're able to express yourself in your most authentic way and be able to represent that for the long haul, if you're curious, if you have an understanding of society and what society needs and are able to tell these stories about the society or the area which you're from, to me that makes a good artist.
That's good. So like authenticity and finding your own voice.
Precisely.
That's good. How do you manage all these different directions, these different sounds, these different styles of music? How do you manage all of them together?
Well, it helps being an eclectic person, you know, and I think my appreciation for lots of different styles and stories and backgrounds, I think helps with the management of it. It's difficult because while having an appreciation for different styles, different genres and so on goes a long way, each style, each genre needs to be treated in the appropriate way.
I want to ask you a question that's a bit off the wall. If you had to make one change, one stylistic change to soca music, what would it be in your mind?
Soca music, I would say soca music here in Barbados. But I think it exists in other territories.
Yeah.
Melody.
Right. Okay.
Melody.
Yeah.
While I can still appreciate our brand of soca, which is very rhythmic, I would say, and very lyrical. We are very witty, very lyrical people. Yeah. And very funny, and very comic.
I mean, is
you know, that's the Bajan style, I think.
Listen, man, you can't keep a straight face.
Yeah.
When these songs playing in effect.
Precisely, but that groovy kind of understanding, melody, the singability, I would want to change that.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. So, what advice would you give to other aspiring musicians, maybe looking at this now, other people that started with music, to move forward? Because we did speak about, you know, you make the music, but then what goes after? Well,
I would say this, think of yourself as a brand. If this is something that you want to do for the long haul, think of yourself as a brand, as a business, right? And that helps to shape your mindset. I would tell them also, learn your craft. Learn your craft. And in doing so, be open to learning yourself. I've found in hiring some musicians from some institutions, you know, it's very, they don't express as freely as I would want.
Right. Goes back to the authenticity.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's it for me.
So just before we go, could you let the people know the artists that are signed to Riptide and how they can find out about them?
Right. Okay, so 4 artists, Chian, you can find her at Chian Barbados on all social platforms, social media platforms, and chianbarbados.com. Shai Bascombe at Music by Shai, that's Shai with 3 I's, on all social media platforms, and shaibascombe.com. Alix Cage at Alix Cage Music, XO Jumpo at XO Jumpo on Instagram.
And where can people find you if you want to be found?
I don't want to be found.
You're nice. No.
I tend to be behind the scenes,
Yeah.
But you can follow me at Riptide Music Group on Instagram.
Right. But thank you for joining us, Mosi.
Thanks for having me.
All the best.
Same to you.